Okay. Again, apologies. Huge apologies. You guys have to bear with me for a second here. I was trying to set up for the stream, and like the guys I was hunting with, I told them, yo, give me a minute so I can set up. They were like, what? You want to hunt right now? I was like, holy crap. So I was trying to do so much all at once, and I apologize if there was any audio issues, if the gameplay was sounding all rough, if anything was going on and I couldn't necessarily fix it immediately. I humbly apologize. I really do. Please let me know. Please, please, please do not hesitate if there's anything wrong. You have to speak up, because if you don't, I won't be able to fix it, because I can't actually hear any of the in-game volume or anything like that. So if there's an audio issue or anything like that, please let me know, and I'll try to fix it as soon as I can. But with that being said, yo, how's it going, everyone? It's your boy playing some of that 3U goodness. Yo, this is the best Monster Hunter game, bro. Like, I'm playing it now. This is the first hunt on, and I'm already feeling I'm feeling loads better playing now than I have been playing Monster Hunter in the past couple of days. I haven't been playing this game. I've been playing Gen and 4U, because I mean, Gen was whatever. 4U was I was having fun with 4U, but then I hopped on here. I'm like, yo, this game is legit. This is the stuff right here, and I like it. So yeah, shout outs to Shadow Prince, though, I believe. He was the one who actually said, yo, Dak, do a 3U stream, because I was unable to make it to Ryan's stream, Red Leopard Videos, RLV, if you will. Failed to make to a stream on time, so I was like, bro, I kind of want to stream now, because, well, I kind of want to play this game now, since he was doing just that. So here we are doing just this. So how we doing, guys? How we doing? Yo, what's up, Ellie? Eli or Ellie? I think it's Eli. I'm sorry. I'm thinking Ellie. I don't know. I think there's a character in a video game that everyone likes called Ellie, but a game that I myself don't like too much. Oh man, guys, when I say there's so, like, I legitimately did not have my micro. Like, when I say I don't have my microphone hooked up, I unplugged my microphone from my mixer, unplugged it from the boom arm. Heck, I took the whole boom arm and microphone apart, and it was laying on my bed somewhere. It was completely not on my setup. When I said I didn't have to set up a microphone, I mean, it wasn't there. It was terrible. Okay, I was completely unprepared to do this. Okay, completely unprepared to do the stream, and yeah, hopefully I can fix this. I wasn't trying to do a mounting attack. I was trying to, like, sharpen and not being harmed to it at the same time. Oh, I thought he got stuck. Finna say it's about to go down. Oh crap! I can't see the chat. This thing's in the way. Who likes Gold Thunder Prince and Ogre? I mean, he's alright. It's pretty cool, I guess. I don't like him that much, though. I mean, he's annoying. Really annoying. He does have, like, the coolest attacks in the entire game, though. He has that flip. That flip is really dope. I like that flip. Risk it for the biscuit. I didn't bring any mega potions this hunt, so I might cart. Also, guys, is all the audio and everything fine? You have to let me know if the audio is fine, because if you don't say anything, I won't be able to fix it. I apologize. Again. That was a good flashball. I actually hate it when... I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like, whenever we're fighting Alladron or any monster, and you cut the tail off while it's a hard knockdown, or it's in the trap, or it's paralyzed, or it's knocked out, whatever. If you ever cut the tail off the monster when it's already in a state of massive ass whipping potential, I low key, I don't hate you for it. I'm just kind of upset. I was like, dude, we could have put so much damage on him because he was in that particular state, but now he's not, because the tail's been cut, and the tail cuts automatically forced him out of that state. Audio, video, everything's fine? Oh, thank God. Thank you so much, bro. Because you have no idea. Like, I want to stream more games from my consoles, but the capture card that I use, I have multiple capture cards, I should say, but my favorite capture card, which is the Live Gamer Portable, such a good capture card. I record all my console gameplay with it. It's so good, I love it to death, but it doesn't work very well with streaming software, and the audio is a huge issue with that. So I went and got the Elgato HD60, and for whatever reason, I just can't get it to work. I mean, it's fine. It's just that, like, I don't want to think. I'm not used to it, so I have to think to use it. Whereas the LGP, I don't have to think at all. Just plug and go. But that's just me being petty, of course. Do I like Plesioth? See, I don't like him. I'm not gonna put it. He's never. Bleh, I can't talk today. He is not going to make it in any of my top 10 favorite anythings, but he's not necessarily gonna make it in my top 10 least favorite things as well. Like, I already did my top 10 least favorite monster videos of all of Monster Hunter, and he didn't make the list. I don't really hate him. We're kind of neutral. You know what I mean? Yeah, he has buggy and weak and not weak, but he has buggy and random hitboxes. But since I block 90% of the time when I hunt, it's not that big of an issue for me. So I'm kind of chilling when it comes to Plesioth. What gunlets am I using? I'm using, what's it called? War Marshal. It is the Nibble Snarf gun lance. It's alright. It's pretty decent. I like it because it's a wide shot, and honestly, I'm only HR 7, and it was a decent wide shot gun lance to have this early. So I was like, yo, I'll take it. It gets heavily overshadowed later on in the game, but I don't believe there's any other water wide shot gun lances in 3U. I'm not 100 on that. It's been a while. I used to be an encyclopedia for this game, but not anymore. It's been too many years in between, and my memory is definitely not where it used to be. So a bit forgetful on that. However, I do remember it being very solid, and I decided to go with it for that. Because like I said, I'm only HR 7, and truth be told, I'm not even supposed to have steel Urigan armor. I actually got backpacked in getting to get this armor, but it's where I'm at right now. I'm actually trying to force my way up through HR 8 and the HR break, so that way I can quickly and soon fight good monsters like Abyssal and Lucid Narg or whatever. I'm only such a low level because my hard drive for my Wii U had to be formatted. Like, it just had to be formatted, and I lost all the save data from everything. All my Wii U games, everything. It was a brand new Wii U, and I had like 50 games for it. It was brand new. Nothing was saved. I had no memory of anything, so I had to start over on everything, every game. So, I don't know, it's just been a bummer, because, I mean, I've started over so many times in this particular game, to the point to where I can't just start over and just go ham again, because I probably played this game like 30, well, real talk, like maybe 10 different characters, okay? Like 10 different characters, like 4 of those characters made it to like heavy in-game, and I just didn't have it in me to like continuously do the same thing over and over again. Oh, no, this is full steel Urigan. Full steel Urigan. I will show you. This is, like, in 3U, I don't really use mix sets. Like, it was the least in which I use mix sets. There really wasn't too many mix sets to be had for me, personally, because of my personal playstyle. Dude, am I on fire? No, I'm hot. That's what I thought. Okay, yeah, let me show you. Full steel Urigan. Why? Because it's literally the greatest thing you can get for a gun lance. Artillery expert, guard 2, mind's eye, stamina recovery, a biomaster, half stun, and doggy paddler. I mean, I couldn't ask for any more. The only thing I could possibly ask for is, like, I don't know, maybe like sharpness, but I mean, I got mind's eye, and I'm just gonna be shelling all day, so it didn't bother me too much, yeah. It depends, bro. Complete armor sets and mixed sets, it really depends what you're honestly looking for. There's certain sets that are actually very good all by themselves, but if you want to find your own personal set with skills and things that you really want on there, you might want to mix it up. Where in which, like I said before, this set right here has everything I could want for a gun lance. Everything. There's nothing else I could want. Nothing. So when it comes to gun lances, I just use this set like straight up. You know what I mean? There's another set like that in this game, the Glacial Igniter Set. That is another set where I just put it on and go. It's like the perfect lancing set. There's nothing else I could ask for. So I wear that when I lance. But there are a couple other things like weapons like dual blades, great sword, sword and shield, etc. You do kind of want to throw a mixed set on there because there's certain skills that you just can't get for free. But it really honestly depends on what you're looking for, and that honestly depends on game to game as well, because there's certain sets that work very well with certain weapons, and it can be completely raw sets. Like if you're playing Generations, if you want gun lance, yo, look at Celta's Queen. Okay, it gives you everything you really necessarily want right there. I think except for like a guard skill. But if you have a pretty decent talisman, you can just gem guard in right there, and then right there you have everything you need in terms of gun lance. Great sword, the black fatalis or regular fatalis in Generations is literally everything you could ever want from it as well. So it really just depends. I'm also not very good at making mix sets, even though in 4U that's when I really started to try doing that. I still have my notebook full of very useful armor parts that I could use to make mix sets, and I used to do this a lot. I made a lot of mix sets just for the fun of it because it was just a bunch of number crunching, and that was cool to me. In 3U, my very first mix set was given to me. It was what was on it? It was an evasion set. That's all I really remember. It had evasion 1 on it and edge master. It was green narg and like it might have been a couple other parts, but the thing I remember the most was green narg and abyssal Legiaker. So I'm pretty sure it had like honed blade or something like that, or edge master I think it's actually called. Pretty sure it had that on it, and then evasion 1, and then like everything else I don't 100% know, but I know it's just there. Yeah, main sets tend to look nicer. They're easier because you don't have to think about skills. You can just walk in and just boom, you're fit to go. You know what I mean? But mix sets, I would do this. Okay, this is my 140. Yo, this is coming from the Dugga himself. I actually do not watch anime at all. But if you really want to do a mix set, I would wait. I would wait for like okay, the only reason you should do a mix set, rather I should say, forget everything I just said. If you want to do a mix set, you should only do it if you're either going for the most optimal thing possible, or you're end game and you want something to do. That's it. If you're just playing the game, having fun, or if you're kind of struggling through the game, or you're kind of there but you're not 100%, yo, just continue with your full sets, and then maybe later on you can do research to full-on mix sets or whatever, you know what I mean? Just don't try to like force it now, because the sooner you force it, the worse it's actually going to come out to be. Because like I said, mix sets are kind of hard to do, and it requires you to have quite a few interesting pieces to actually acquire the good stuff. So you would need to be like end game anyway to make the really good mix set. So just wait for that. How do I feel about spiders? I'm neither here nor there on spiders. I feel like spiders are fine. They're cool. Just so long as they don't like mess with me personally, they're cool. If I see a spider on my wall, I'm not even bugging. Now if I see a spider like on my computer or something like that, on my keyboard, well man, she got to go. You know what I mean? That's about it. And I don't even normally kill them. I normally just like shoo them away. Because I know they actually serve a purpose. Whereas like other things don't necessarily serve a purpose. But they just really serve a purpose. They control like random weird bug populations. So I'm not really mad at spiders. I like them. Also, is the microphone too loud? Are you guys really, really loud? Or am I loud for you? You're GC2? GC... What is GC2? Well, I'm a savage? Yeah, how so? Okay. I'm gonna talk about Monarch of Dragons, is mainly due to the fact that I have no good Thunder Res armor at the moment, only having a 0 gold beard and a few pieces of dire. Bro, let me tell you something. Alright guys, listen to me, please, listen to me. Okay, everyone listen up. Do not, this is a public service announcement, the Dig Dug himself is saying this to you. Do not worry about resistances. Don't, okay? Don't do that. Don't. The only reason you should worry anything about resistances is if you're going against the creme de la creme of a certain monster. Okay, that is absolutely and emphatically it. The only... Dude, I can play this game right now and not look at a single resistance ever. The only time I'm looking at resistances if I'm fighting probably Super Zenogre or like Super Bracky. Actually, no, not Bracky at all. Super Ivory. You only want to worry about resistances when the monster literally has the potential to one-shot you with one of its elemental attacks, okay? So if you have like 5 resistance to fire and a Rathalos hits you with the fireball and kills you instantly, see if you can get to 15, and if at 15 you can survive the fireball, that's all you need. Okay, you only need enough to survive a one-shot attack. There's no reason to try to make your resistance high enough to survive multiple elemental attacks. That's stupid. If you can survive 1 or 2 hits, you're good. You don't need to worry about resistances. If your resistance is like negative 150, then yo, just don't get hit. That's how I honestly feel. I don't feel as if resistances really should dictate what you wear and what you should do. Go with what you want, wear what you want. Only heed yourself if you're fighting, like I said, the Mac Daddies of all Mac Daddies. Okay? Supers, 140 Apexes, and maybe like level 10 Deviants. Okay? Other than that, don't even. No, not at all. If you really care, eat for it. You know what I mean? Take your negative away. Get a tiny boost. You know, just eat for it. If you're fighting something that's fire, and you have like negative 50 fire, eat for fire starter, and then it takes the negative 50 away and makes it 3, and then you're good. You know what I mean? You won't die instantly, but you're not really like doing all the juice. So it's fun. It's fine. Oh crap. I got kicked, I think. I'm pretty sure I got kicked. Alright, let's start up a new lobby here. Since there's not that many people playing this game, I usually like to give you guys lobby information so you can join me, but I don't think it's gonna be too much of that. So I'm just gonna see if I can join random lobbies. Yo, what up, gang girls? I see you. You feeling sick, bro? Get better. Don't get sick, get better. All jokes aside, please. I hope for you to get better, actually. I don't want you sick. Here we go. G rank, Alatron, look for experts. I wish I could help, bro. Green Narg, let's see. Dude, I could totally hop on that. I actually really want me some Green Narg. David, my... Holy crap. I think I just like did a bunch of stuff and hold on. It's wires and stuff are everywhere. When I set up myself to play today, I didn't actually really set myself up 100%. I was just like pressing stuff. There's wires and stuff everywhere. It's a mess right now. Did I eat? I did. All right. Did I accept the quest? I did. Okay. Yes, but my #1 favorite Monster Hunter game that I've enjoyed 100% from front to back, side to side all day, Monster Hunter Tri. Why Monster Hunter Tri? And why not my first Monster Hunter? Well, my first Monster Hunter was Monster Hunter, and I'll admit the game was tough. It was hard as balls. Okay. And I didn't play Freedom Unite. I didn't have a PSP at the time. I was poor. But I played the first Monster Hunter quite a bit, actually, and it was fun. You know, it was kind of fun. It was tough, like I said, but I was younger, so I didn't really understand a lot of things. So a lot of things got left in the dark for me, so I just didn't really explore too much. Fast forward 3 years, and then Monster Hunter Tri comes out for me, and I play Monster Hunter Tri. Monster Hunter Tri is my absolute favorite Monster Hunter game to date. Not because it's on the Wii, but actually the controls were really good. I love playing it with the Wiimote Nunchuck. It was my favorite way to play. I think if I could play this game right here, right now with Wiimote and Nunchuck, I'll be so much better. But that will never happen again ever. But I love playing in with the Wiimote and Nunchuck. But the thing I love the absolute most about Tri was not just the underwater. I love underwater combat. It's my favorite. But it was the atmosphere. Okay. This game, it's in HD, but it's kind of ugly because it's a 3DS port. For the Wii, it was built ground up for it, so a lot of the textures are better than for its time, of course, because the Wii wasn't a very powerful console, but it looked good. And the atmosphere, like I said, like the online hub was and still is the absolute best online hub in all of Monster Hunter. You cannot access the online multiplayer portion to Monster Hunter Tri anymore because they shut down those servers. And I don't think there are any private servers, because there are, dude. I totally need to get on top of that. But it had the greatest online for any Monster Hunter game, like period. I think the coolest thing was the event quests. Depending on what event quests like showed up, would actually dictate the way the layout actually works. Hold on, I guess I did forget to eat. I thought I did, but I guess I clicked on the wrong name. Okay, what was I saying? Right. So, depending on what event quest you completed, will dictate literally how the place looks. Like, for instance, Jen Moran would show up. Jen or whatever was a was an event quest, and when he would show up, everything would change. There'd be a massive sandstorm. All the character dialogues would be different. The music would be different. Everything would just be completely different. It'd be so dope to see, and I missed that. And the fact that event quests, you couldn't just go to a tab and just do event quests all day. Event quests were special quests that would happen every other week, I believe, and they were only live for like 3 days or something like that. So it made that sense of urgency. Just so many small things made that my favorite Monster Hunter game, period. I can go on for days talking about Monster Hunter Tri, but I won't, because I've been talking about it for like the past 10 minutes already, and you guys are probably way past what I'm talking about. Okay. Why is the name Roxanne? What? Oh, because my Wii U's name is Roxanne. I have this weird thing where whenever I lose memory to a console, because this is not the first time. This is actually the third time I lost my Monster Hunter memory. Save data, that is. So, the first time I lost my save data, my Wii, Monster Hunter Tri, my Wii got messed up, and there was this bug that would happen, or whatever, something would happen if you had like Black Ops. I believe the thing was Call of Duty Black Ops on the Wii. If you played it, if you played it too much, it would ruin your disk drive, and you couldn't. What are these guys doing? Okay, whatever. And you couldn't actually play the game for a while. So, or it would ruin the disk drive and you couldn't play any games, and you would have to format your memory to get to play games again. So I did that, and then I played again, and then it happened again. And whenever it would happen, I would just rename my character to the name of the console. Like, I name my things, okay? My console's name, my Wii's name is Roxanne. My Switch doesn't actually have a name yet, but my Xbox name is Madeline. PlayStation 4 is Anastasia. My laptop is Shimmy. Computer is Caroline, etc. I name my cars. I name everything. It's a habit. And after I lose the memory of my first character, my next character is the name of the console. The spirit of the original console, so to speak. It's dumb. That's why. I bet you weren't thinking that. I'm sorry. I'm very weird. The things that I do. What monster I want to see in World? Now, here's the thing. I don't want to see a whole bunch of returning monsters in World. I do want to see a couple of staples, however. I'm not gonna lie to you when I say I don't want to see any. I do not want to see any Leviathans unless we are able to fight them underwater. I'm over it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want to see no water monsters unless I can fight them underwater. Dead serious. Not one. Not even one. I don't want to see them because I feel like it's unfair that we get to fight them on land and they're naturally aquatic monsters, so they're not fighting to their full potential. I think that's buns. And I know that there's like neck deep water that we can actually fight in without actually being completely submerged, but I still think that that's a cop out. It really is. It really is. I don't like that. I do not have a Facebook page at all. Like, at all. Not for my channel, not for myself. I did at one point. Then I was like, dude, Facebook is so stupid. The only thing I have is Twitter. Yo, what's up, Nathaniel? Yeah, laggy and Gen just doesn't feel the same. I will say this though, for the record, absolutely for the record, laggy and Gen is the most offensive land laggy ever. Okay, absolutely the most offensive ever. So I think that's actually good that they did that. They made them super offensive. That's cool, but that's not laggy. I mean, I want laggy to fight like that on land, but I want him to go nuts underwater. You know what I mean? Just absolutely freaking crazy. I want him to be just an absolute beast underwater. Dude, where am I going? That's it. Where are these guys at? I'm literally lost. I don't know where the heck these guys are. Okay, here's one here. I didn't want to come here first. I wasn't sure if they even came here. Bro, I don't know why he's just doing this attack, but I'm not gonna stop him from just doing this one attack. Somebody else here? Okay, that guy. See, I also would like to see Zinogre because, for the same reasons, because Zinogre is a very complex, he's designed very interestingly. Okay, he has a very, very interesting design. And to see that in like full-on HD with the perfect revamped textures and everything would be a marvel. Truth be told, I just want to see him flourish in all that is HD. He'd be one of those monsters who would definitely benefit from it, because if you actually look at a lot of these monsters, you can tell a lot of them were designed due to lack of graphic fidelity. Like when you look at monsters like the Narakuga, there's no texture to Narakuga. Like literally, there's nothing to him. When you look at him, it's just he's green here and he's black there, and then that's it. You know what I mean? Like, I guess fur, but like Zinogre has a whole bunch of different complex color palettes to him and everything like that, like different textures, the spikes, the thorns, the scales, the fur, everything. Has a bunch of stuff going on, whereas Narg kind of doesn't. So I just want to see like those monsters really shine, like monsters like Laggy. I want to see them blow up, you know, because I know they're gonna be gorgeous. Fatalis is probably the greatest example of, dude, we have like no graphic power, so let's just make the most generic, bland looking thing you've ever seen in your fucking life. I think Fatalis is the most bland, ugliest monster to be ever designed in Monster Hunter ever. I mean, it is the most generic thing I've ever seen in my life. Which monster has the worst hitbox? Everyone is gonna say Plesioth. Everyone is. However, Ignactor. Tries Ignactor. I'm saying tries Ignactor because there's a lot of moves that he hits you with that's like, bro, it's totally unfair. It really is. Not like try Giganox. Because try Giganox, when he would hit you with stuff, it would just be cross-ups. But, Ignactor, yeah, he had a really funky, he had weird hitboxes as well. But I mean, like, I don't want to say Plesioth because everyone freaking knows Plesioth. We all know his hitboxes are dumb. So let's go to another one that has dumb hitboxes. I actually haven't seen Fatalis' redesigns in Frontier. I would love to see them if they're really dope, because I think the weakest thing about Fatalis is that his design was just so boring, bro. He's just, what are you? I'm a black dragon, okay. White Fatalis is even worse. What are you? I'm a white dragon, okay. There's no accents or anything. I'm just white. All right, bro, you're boring. But I'd love to see them. I really would. You said in Frontier, right? I'll look at them in the HGE edition, so that way they're all shiny. You know, I'd love to see Rajang done up in HD. Maybe not in the game. I'm actually a little tired of Rajang. I really am. It's cool that he made a comeback, but he made a comeback in a big way in 4U, and in Gen I felt like it was token. So I feel like in Worlds they should just like cut him off again. Dead serious. Yo, real talk, another thing I don't like about Monster Hunter has nothing to do with the actual game itself, but has something to do with the players. People who talk way too much in the chat, bro. Like, and they're just talking about nonsense. Like, Narg is so cute, look at him. You don't shut the hell up and fight this damn thing? That's all I care about, bro. Like, yo, you're wasting my time, bro. Like, why are you not fighting? We're talking about how cute a monster is. I mean, it's a fucking monster. These hoes is fucking hideous. Don't lie to yourself. But everyone has their own things. I understand that. Alright, cool. See, true Zinogre, I could say the same thing about Plesioth. I say his hitboxes are fair, but I land, so I'm only gonna block when he's not attacking at all. So I don't really care for hitboxes. That's unless I'm trying to run away. Like, whenever a monster does a hip check and I need to run away from the hip check, you don't run into the direction of the hip check or along the monster. You run out from the monster. So let's say I'm approaching Plessy from the same side I'm fighting this Narg from the left side. I will go to the end of the tail, go towards the end of the tail and out of the complete zone of the monster. Don't go along him, don't go beside him, don't go against him, don't go through him. Go along him the opposite way. That's the best way, because there's things known as lingering hitboxes. That's what Plesioth is hitting you with, a lingering hitbox. The move starts at a certain location, and even though his body is moving, the hitbox is already open. So once it's open, then he actually does the attack. That's when it becomes active, because you have active frames and you have standard frames. Until it's actually full on active, that's when you get hit with it. But when it's just standard, just standing there when he's setting up the attack, that hitbox is huge. So there's a lingering hitbox because the box itself doesn't move with the monster. It does, but it doesn't. You know what I mean? It's a huge, massive box. So it kind of doesn't move with the monster. It's just really big for reasons unexplained. That's why it hits like that. Least favorite weapon in Monster Hunter, probably the hammer. Or the longsword. The longsword and then the hammer, for sure. Man, he never hunts online with roughly 1,000 hours. Yo, kudos, bro. I could probably do the same thing. It's just that, like, I'm always too busy. Like, with work and everything, I'm just like, bro, give me my stuff as quick as I can. I'll play the game for years and years and years, but I kind of want, if I'm gonna play the game for years and years and years, get 1,000 hours, I want everything by then. Whereas if I played it by myself for 1,000 hours, I would only have like half of everything. And that would make me think that it's not worth the payoff. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not like super godlike when it comes to soloing monsters. I can fight any monster. I know everything. I know how to fight every monster, I should say. But solo was never really my strong suit. Because when it comes to fighting, I'm reckless. I'm reckless in my means of attack, but my attack methods are very reserved, if that makes any sense. I only like to hit you with safe things. I'm not gonna overextend myself, but I will put my face in your face until the fight is done. Have you ever soloed the Clashing Fit? I actually have not. I've soloed, the only one I've actually soloed that's a super was Super Ivory. That's the only one I was able to solo. It's actually kind of easy with the lance. Just have guard and guard up, and you can block everything all day. Guard up, stamina recovery up, and you're good. Takes a while. Takes a damn while, but you're good. Favorite monster? That is by far, without a doubt, the Urigan. No questions asked, bar none. There's no other monsters. I mean, there's really good monsters that I like, but Urigan is by far my favorite monster. And I'll do a top 10 favorite monsters in Monster Hunter thing, and Urigan won't even make the list because it's too obvious, honestly. It really is. It's just too obvious. Heck, truthfully told, I was supposed to finish my top 10 video this weekend, excuse me. But that Monster Hunter Wildspire video came out, and I was peeping that, and I was making videos for that, and then I was streaming, and then I was doing a lot of personal stuff too. Like a lot of cleaning, a lot of, you know, work around the house, a lot of work outside the house. Just been real busy. Almost no time for games. I mean, when I do play games, I just rather stream them instead of sit down at my desk for about 7 hours and make a video. Because it takes me a long time to make these videos. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, if you see my top 10 videos, like my top 10 least favorite monsters, that video took about 6 or 7 hours to edit. Dead serious. Why? Because I'm just that slow with it. I'm just bad like that. It didn't look like it took much, but it took like 7 hours to do it. Dead serious. Even Longsword is my top 7 favorite things. I'm just really slow when it comes to editing video. Oh, what's happening? Why is your game my favorite? Because when I was playing Try, I first saw that I had to fight Urigan. I was like, okay, Urigan, this guy looks kind of tough. What am I gonna do? So I suited up the best way I could. I even wore Rathalos armor. Wore my Royal Ludroth lance and everything. I was super prepared for this guy. And on my first attempt, I beat him. This is nothing new. I beat every monster in my first... I don't think the only monster that I've ever not beaten in my first attempt was probably Diablos. But I always beat monsters in my first attempt. But the difference between this one and the others was the fact that he was the one at this time was the one where I sat down and said, bro, I am good at the lance. Okay, I am good with the lance. It was him. He was the one who let me know. And he's just such a cool monster. He really is. It was his armor as well. I like big armor. And he had really nice big armor as well. So his armor was cool. He solidified maximum. He maximized and solidified my lancing legacy for years and years and years to come. I was lancing before him, but it was him that I said that, yo, I'm actually good at this stuff now. Before I was just doing it because I was bad at everything else. But now fighting him, I felt that I was literally like really good at this stuff. So he helped me become who I am for Monster Hunter, and he has armor designs that I really like. And he's a really fun fight. He's so weird, bro. He rolls around. Okay, he slams his chin. He's a very unique fight, especially in the time where pretty much everything was a different iteration of flying and shooting fireballs, you know. Big things. I like big asses. That is true. That is a fact, Jack. You better believe it. Girls with the fat butts. I'm in there. Lance or gun lance, you can't decide? Alright, bro. Like this. Do you want fun or do you want efficiency? Fun is gun lance. Efficiency is lance. You can become efficient with the gun lance later, but efficiency, lance is the most efficient weapon in all of Monster Hunter. It is the only weapon that absolutely and emphatically gets the job done. It is not flashy. It kills monsters, and that is it, bro. It's so bland. That's why a lot of people hate watching me use it. But yeah. And it's a lot easier too. Lance is very straightforward, bro. It is the most straightforward weapon in all of existence. You have two attacks. You can either poke straight forward, or you can poke at a diagonal, vertical angle, so to speak, diagonally upwards. I guess you should say. I could say. One covers more ground, other covers less ground. Straight pokes cover more ground. Diagonal pokes cover less ground. So you want to do a nice mix of the two, so that way you're on target every time when you're attacking. Diagonal pokes do a little bit more damage as well. Just a little bit, not a whole lot, just a little bit. You know what I mean? It's not crazy. You know what I mean? It just does more damage, so it's the more efficient way to fight. I like the gun lance though a lot because it is the most effective out of the turtle. Like if you're gonna go with the turtle method, the gun lance has a lot more options than the lance does. The lance can poke and dodge, but the gun lance can like attack all day. It can do all of its attacks out of the turtle, which is really cool. That's why, like, if I have to solo with the gun lance and it's a monster that moves a lot like Narg or like Tigrex, I'm not mad. Oh, you got Jen? Pretty decent game. Alright, bro, let me read your comment. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Okay. My man's, if you're going to, okay, look, I'm very, very, very adamant in my lancing ways, and I'm very biased. If you're going to lance, do not look at any, have tunnel vision, bro. If you're going to lance, don't use adept, don't use aerial. I won't be 100% mad if you use guild, but don't use adept, don't use aerial. People say, dude, adept lance is so good, bro. You get that counter, and it doesn't cost any stamina. That's fine and well. You do. That counter's good, but it's not great. The counter is too flashy. Like I have been in situations where I do the counter and still get hit because I'm flicking my wrist all damn day with the counter. You know what I mean? It's a cool counter, but the standard counter is a much better counter. It comes out quicker. It can be actually comboed into. It's just a lot more efficient, and it works so much better. So if I was to say lance, strike lance. Dead serious. No other lance type. Yo, what up, Monarch? And yes, it also depends on your playstyle. I mean, I'm being biased here, but if you're about that life, go for that. If you're about that jump in life, if you're about that adept, that new adept life, if you're about that stuff, go for it. Don't let me like dictate what you want to do. However, though, if you're like brand new, you're trying to get it in on a lance, I would totally recommend the striker lance because it is the most no nonsense thing for the lance out there. Okay, Shadow Prince, I looked up and saw your comment. Ryan said he's going to be doing a 24-hour live stream on Thanksgiving. Am I off on Thanksgiving? I don't know if I'm actually off on Thanksgiving. Giving. Yeah. I'm not off on Thanksgiving, I don't think. But if I am, then yo, we in there. Is Weapon Fire one hitbox in this game? I believe so. Sword and Shield or dual blades? In Gen, I'm gonna say Sword and Shield. Okay, guys, dead serious. I believe, real talk, guys. This is my honest opinion. Dead serious. I think Sword and Shield is the strongest weapon in Gen. Let me explain. The Sword and Shield was always a weapon that just could do stuff. You know what I mean? It was cool because, oh, you can take a potion with your weapon out. That was pretty much his big claim to fame, you know? But Sword and Shield now has the ability to do, because of the oils. The oils make the Sword and Shield so strong. The oils, with the oils, you don't need a hammer. With the oils, you don't need certain skills. You just bring the oils with you. And the fact that they add a depth and aerial and things like that into Sword and Shield's repertoire, and it's a multi-hitting attack. You can mount monsters, you can evade things, you can block, you can move. Its stick and move playstyle is further augmented by the new abilities. I believe that Sword and Shield is probably the strongest weapon in the game. Personally. Like, that's me. That's how I feel. It may not be, but that's just honestly how I feel. Favorite cereal? Golden Grams. And yo, the sword art is dope. The sword dance art, the Shurugeki for the knockout, that's really dope. The actually all not there isn't a bad hunter art for it. There really isn't a bad hunter art for it. Like the whirly thing. Don't use level 3 because you knock your teammates around. But if you use level 2, you don't have to use absolute evasion, and you're attacking. It's incredible. Sword and shield is just very strong. Yo, Crave is great. Actually, I take that back. I said Golden Grams, didn't I? Reese's Puffs. I forgot. Golden Grams was my favorite up until Reese's Puffs came out. Then they have been emphatically my favorite cereal, bar none, since then. Okay, let me talk about the hunting horn. Okay, the strongest weapon, in my honest opinion, in Gen is sword and shield. We're getting to the hunting horn in a bit. They say lance is the best when it comes to soloing or whatever, but I mean that's whatever, I guess. Great sword is great. Great sword is just great sword. It's just honestly, great sword is down the middle of the road. It's B+ tier. Switch axe got nerfed. It's not that good anymore. Charge blade got nerfed. It's not that good anymore. Insect glaive, well, the mountain got nerfed, so it's not that good anymore. It's still decent. It's really good, but I feel like those 3 weapons are just like in the same exact category. Longsword is kind of with greatsword is like B+, almost A tier. Dual blades, aerial dual blades is fucking nuts. I should also say that aerial switch axe is also fucking nuts. So those are good. Actually, adept dual blades is the one that's really nuts. That's actually really strong. Gunlance has always been low tier. Gunlance has never been top tier, except like maybe in this game. In this game, Gunlance is like really strong, like really strong. But sword and shield is really good. Hunting horn, however, hunting horn's arts, that's the original joint. Hunting horn's arts are bad. They're just bad. Harmonize is the best thing it has going for it, and that's what you expect. You know what I mean? Almost every art has a power up, so to speak. Excuse me. Almost every weapon has a power up art, and the what is it? They're gonna close the lobby. I don't care. I'm just talking real talk now. And the hunting horn harmonizes just that art. Now, a huge potential, like, what's the word? It could have been a lot better. It could have been a whole lot better. What is that art where you, gosh, what's it called? Where you use all your songs at once, but it's only for you. If they could have applied that to the entire team, that art would have been 100% godlike. That would have been so good. But they don't, so it sucks. How did I get a Monster Hunter? My brother was like, I heard you like them Vigi games and stuff that's like really not easy. And I was like, yes, I do. And then that was it. He was like, you want a hard game? Boom, here we go. And I was like, yo, this game's kind of hard. And he kept talking about how like, the not necessarily the customization, but like crafting weapons. Like you need certain parts of monsters to make certain weapons, and when you make that weapon, you can see those weapon parts on your weapon. Like whenever you need horns or hides, you can look at your weapon like, dude, that's the horn I got, and that's the hide I got. Or like if you need a gem, bro, that is clearly the gem that I just got on this weapon, bro. Stuff like that. And I was like, woo, that's kind of cool. Yeah, they keep, bro, I'm gonna say exactly, this is, if you want a really strong gun lance, look at this one. 3U's gun lance is really strong. Let me tell you why. Its shielded upward poke was an infinite, and it was the strongest single hitting attack in the game. That wasn't like a charge. Okay, so no other single hitting attack, like just attack where you just hit the X button once, no other attack was as strong as the gun lance's shielded poke. It was the strongest in that regard. That allowed it to have a bit more DPS, because it's a bit more unwieldy and a little bit slower than the lance, of course. So that was good for it. The biggest issue with the gun lance though was the shell damage. Shell damage has always been just all over the damn place. I'm not even gonna lie to you and say that this is probably the best shell damage the gun lance actually had, because I don't really know the shell damage for 3U. But I would like to say, due to experience, I say that the gun lance for 3U is probably the best gun lance for 3U in terms of everything. The shell damage is good because all the time do I shoot monsters out of the sky with charged wide shots. Okay, I do this all the time. Okay, I don't think I ever really do it anymore because the damage has been nerfed. I think, anyway, or maybe the stagger points have been diminished or something. I don't know. But shooting monsters out of the sky in this game with a charge shot, I do like. I can get to a Rathalos hunt right now. Put on my Stygian Zenogre gun lance. He'll go in the sky. I'll charge shot 2 times. He'll fall and hit the ground like every time. You know. So yeah. Derp, I am absolutely gonna get the game the day it releases. Dude, I haven't. Guys, when I'm talking, I'm not looking at the chat. I'm looking directly at the TV screen, and not paying attention whatsoever. I should probably look at the chat some more. Killing time, dude. I can hop in that. Heck yeah. Okay. That's fine. We did. But Brave is insane. I'll admit, Brave is like really insane. If you guys ever get a chance to play Double Cross, if you have a Nintendo Switch, download the demo. If you're gonna import a 3DS, do it. But Brave is insane. There's only a few weapons that Brave doesn't help at all. Lance is one of them, so that's kind of a bummer. I think Brave Sword and Shield is kind of whatever. It's alright, I guess. I think Brave Sword and Shield is another one's kind of weird. But Brave is very strong. Slee Hall, I believe that's the name. You can if you do it not necessarily the illegal way, but if you do it the scumbag way, like if you hack your 3DS and do the stuff. Like I have friends who took their generation save data, hacked their 3DS, and then made it transfer over to Double Cross. But legitimately, like legit, you cannot. The Switch version, however, you can transfer the save data. Excuse me, I'm eating tacos right now, but for me, I'll be able to take my Monster Hunter Double Cross data from my 3DS and transfer it over to my Switch. I think the strongest thing about Brave Sword and Shield, excuse me, Brave Longsword, is not the parry counter thing. I honestly believe it is your what's it called? You can, what is that art where your spirit gauge is maxed out and it doesn't deplete? That art mixed with Brave Longsword doing the Brave Spirit Slash thing, that is fucking incredible. That can go on forever. Imagine a Spirit Slash combo that doesn't end. Okay, imagine that. Or ends whenever you want it to. Like, that's some stuff, bro. I think that's one of the biggest tools out of that. Out of Brave Sword and Shield. Excuse me, Longsword. Unhinged Spirit, thank you. Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, I don't feel like Brave Longsword is broken. I don't think any Brave weapon is broken. I will say that I believe that Brave itself not quite broken, but totally insane. Dead serious. Brave opens up like the Brave playstyle opens up so many different weird things for the weapon type itself that it can seem a bit overwhelming and kind of a little OP. But the Brave mechanic itself is the thing you should worry about, not the weapons. The weapons are always going to be weapons. DPS hardly ever really changes. I mean, it does in a lot of instances, but at the end of the day, you're going to be doing kind of the same stuff. Brave allows for a lot more survivability, even more so than Adept. Because with Brave, you're able to do a multitude of things, whereas Adept, you're limited to either just running away and doing your Adept counter, whereas Brave, you can hold that. You can hold down the Brave button until the monster attacks you, and then you counter out of it. And then once you get into Brave mode, you have a whole different set of tools to actually work with. So you have two different play types within one style that allows you to stay alive at the cost of a little bit of health and some stamina. It's kind of nutty. I believe it's just really nutty. I thought Adept was broken, but Brave is for people who like Adept but aren't good at the timing. I think Brave dual blades are the strongest dual blades ever. I dead seriously think that. Because it is a lot easier to hit Y. Oh crap, I was supposed to mind that. It's a lot easier to hit Y when you're unsure than to hit B when you are sure. If that makes any sense, you know what I mean? If that makes any sense at all, like hear me out. With Adept, you had to time the Adept dodge. I mean, it wasn't like too strict. We had to time it. But with Brave, dude, just hold it. Hold it until you get it. So it's easier with dual blades. And dual blades allow you to not necessarily hit Y immediately after everything, but the window is a lot smaller than most other weapons as well, so you're almost always safe. I fought and killed Valfalk in the demo and got hit maybe twice with Brave dual. I'm exaggerating, but I didn't get hit that often at all when I fought Valfalk with Brave dual blades. Holy crap, look at that lag, Batman. Oh, I already blocked it, something good. This doesn't hit again, does it? Okay, normally, like in Monster Hunter, you block a multi-hitting attack once, and then you're invincible for the rest of it, but I'm not sure if those properties wear out after a set amount of time. And, you know, Monica has a point there, guys. It really does. Like, honestly, when they make these games, the people who playtest them, dude, there's like 10 people, okay? There's 10 people. All right? Not all 10 of those people are going to find the same thing. But when you take the game and put it in the masses, bro, we're going to find the broken stuff, okay? There's millions of us. Someone is going to find the broken stuff. I mean, with the test sample that large, there's bound to be something broken or OP, and people can say, oh, the balancing is crap. Well, they balanced the game as best they possibly could, you know what I mean? Like, even though Brave allows you to do all these crazy things, they don't have the craziest of attack values. You know what I mean? Some of the weapons have actually been nerfed in terms of actual attack values to make up for the fact that they can do a lot of nutty things. Like, for example, Gunlance. Gunlance, you can Wyvern fire a lot quicker in Brave, but it does less damage. It also has an art where you do 2 Wyvern fires. It also does less damage. It's you know, they balance things here and there, but then once you get, you know, all the people out there with all the broke stats and all all the secret tech, they're gonna find the funky things, and people are gonna say, yo, the game is so unbalanced. And I mean, it's not necessarily, it's not a big issue because it's a competitive, not competitive, it's a cooperative game. If it was a competitive game, then dude, they would have to, like, you know, fix some of these nerfs, some of these changes, you know what I mean? Like they do with like Street Fighter and other fighting games that Capcom, actually Capcom doesn't do that very often. Street Fighter 5 was a good example of that, but they would balance it if it really meant something, that they would fix it, you know what I mean? But it's a cooperative game, and it's kind of like niche, it's a little casual, no one really cares too much over there, I guess, so they're not really too bothered on it. Yeah, the thing is though, bro, I mean, yeah, there's millions of us out there. They could find somebody awesome at the game, like I said, but bro, like, no one person finds everything, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know who the best monster hunter is out there in the world, I don't know. Kanta comes to mind, not because I actually know anything about Kanta. I'm not gonna front you. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to your face. I don't lie anymore. I'm not gonna lie and say that I watch anything Kanta does. It's not because I don't want to or because I hate the guy, it's because I don't really have a reason to. I mean, solo monsters are cool and everything, but I never sit down and watch, like, solo monster hunts or even speed runs. But you could take the best monster hunter out there, right, and get him or her to balance the game, so to speak, and I'm sure of it, I know with all my heart that they will not find they won't discover everything. There's 16, 15, 14, I can't remember all the weapon types, but there's so many weapon types, there's so many different skill combinations, there's so many different arts, there's so many different styles. They would have to be, that one person would have to be playing this game for, boy, before they figure out everything. And they're probably not gonna figure out everything. Like glitches and things like that. Like there's this aerial lance tech that makes it to where you don't even jump and you still get all three pokes out. I saw how to do it, and it's freaking amazingly hard how to do, so I can't blame the testers for actually not finding this particular bug. It was just the thing. I think it's balanced fairly well, but then we as gamers will find the broke stuff, of course. Dang, I got hit with that, didn't I? A lot of chip damage on that. You know, I would absolutely love to read all of what Monarch is saying, because he's writing down a good amount of paragraphs. I'm just skimming through him. He's making a lot of good points. So Monarch, shout out to you for making good points, bro. Yo, speaking of the Joker, has anyone been reading The War on Jokes and Riddles? Like, dead serious, has anyone actually started reading the War on Jokes and Riddles, the comic book for DC Rebirth? Oh, Monarch, bro, please, say all that you need to say, bro. Say all of it. Lay all the cards down on the table. I need to know. I need all the opinion, bro. I'm curious. I want to know everything that you know. I want to know everything that you think. Yo, Dak 908, aka the Dig Dug. Actually, bro, the Dig Dugger is one word. Why? Because I said so a long time ago. That's honestly it. How did they nerf rapid fire for the bowgun? Like, I don't know bowguns at all. Bro, if someone told me that they took out the bowguns out the game, I honestly wouldn't figure that out until months later. Dead serious. I don't bow, I don't gun, I don't do any of that. Like when someone told me that they actually took the gunner armor out of Worlds, I was like, bro, that is so unfortunate. Oh no, like that affects me personally. Not really, but honestly, I think it's kind of lazy. I honestly feel that it's lazy, because the coolest thing about the gunner armor is that the gunner armor 9 times out of 10 look better than the freaking Blade Master armor. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yo, Wolfborn, we in there, bruh. Yo, this is a good taco. Bro, Wyvern Fire was supposed to be the Mac Daddy, but it's not very Mac-alicious at all, honestly. Yo, Wolfborn, how you doing though, bro? What's goody? Shout out to my man for using my full internet name, the Dig Dugga himself. No one does that anymore. Dark, you're not getting this taco, bro. It's a good taco. You're not getting it. Favorite flying wyvern? Now that is a good question, actually. Dude, that actually is a good question. Hold on, who is my favorite flying wyvern? Dude, I don't know. Let me get a list. I need to see a list of flying wyverns. Holy crap, I actually have to see a list of them. Probably Monoblos. White Monoblos to be exact. I actually, guys, I have to actually reference a list. I don't, I don't really know. And that was a good question. Probably White Monoblos. Yeah, probably White Monoblos because his armor is cool. The fight is amazing. Just a really dope guy all around. Wait, the spinning attack got nerfed? Do you mean like the ground spinning attack? Like once you have like demon mode spinning attack? Because truth be told, bro, that attack could have done 1 damage. I didn't care. I used that attack as a means to close the gap. Dead serious. I didn't use it for anything else. I needed it to close the gap between me and the monster, and that was a very, very good attack for closing that gap. Oh, bro, we could talk image gen right now. Yo, Worthless, let me know something. Let us talk. Let us talk image gen right now. What do you want to talk about, bro? Do I think tier lists are legit? Honestly, depends on the game. In a competitive setting, tier lists are just imaginative. In a cooperative setting, tier lists could be a bit wishy-washy. I won't lie to you. It really could be a bit wishy-washy. It can either go anyway. It depends on how not balanced, but like how the weapons balance out. I mean, if you make a weapon that does 1 damage, even in a cooperative sense, that weapon ain't gonna worth shit. So. Cool kid, how are you, Kyle, playing with me, bro? How did you find me? Will I ever fight a Hellblade with the Lance? I will. I won't like it, but I will. Gun Lance is indeed bottom tier. One of these days I might make a tier list of my own. One of these days, maybe. It'll be controversial as hell, but you know. However, one thing I will say is do not look at tier lists dependent on speedrunning times, because there are particular weapons that just do good against certain monsters and others that just don't. Like, an example is Bracky and Lance. That's a bad matchup. But Rathalos and Lance, that's a good matchup. Deku, Gun Lance needs... Oh my god, water! I haven't fought on the water all day. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go take for a swim. The title says let's take a dip, but yo, we're totally gonna be swimming. Dude, I love fighting underwater. You guys have no idea. Underwater fighting is my most favorite thing in all of Monster Hunter. There's nothing else in Monster Hunter like more than fighting underwater. Period, bar none. There is no excuse. But, yeah. What were you talking about? I forgot. Water got introduced and I lost my shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, gun lancing shells. I keep hitting the hell out of this microphone. I'm sorry, guys. But gun lancing shell damage totally needs to increase. Hey, look, it's laggy. It really does, because, I mean, what's the point of the gun lancing shells if the shells themselves don't do... it doesn't have to do considerable damage, but damage worth considering. You know what I'm saying? Like, not considerable amounts of damage. It needs to do a lot of damage, but it just needs to do damage enough to consider the actual gun lance itself. Not just the guns, but the shells themselves. Because, I mean, if you just use the gun lance for the lancing bit, you're probably better off with just a regular lance, you know what I mean? So that's honestly how I feel about that. Just give it a bit more... I don't even know exactly how to balance it per se. I would just go off of particular games that feel like the gun lance is actually really good. Like I said, I feel like this game's gun lance is actually very solid. Like dead serious. It's not high tier, but it's in there though. Get rid of the heat gauge first. Just get rid of that. Get rid of the heat gauge. Make the damage to red all day. And then we'll talk in circles around that. Yeah, that harpoon thing. I want to know more about that exploding harpoon thingy on the gun lance. I want to know how efficient that is actually going to be, or how you can actually utilize it in combos. I'm curious about it. It's a new thing, and I want to know how it works. I honestly wish I was making enough money through YouTube and Twitch or whatever, so that way I can take the money I get and fly to Gamescom to play the game. But by no means am I making that kind of scratch in any fashion or form. So I'm just gonna have to wait on other people who are more fortunate than I to figure stuff out, hopefully. But I doubt that's gonna happen, especially with the gun lance, because who the hell wants to play with the gun lance? I mean, honestly. Like, dead serious, bro. No one is going to go to Gamescom to play Monster Hunter World to play the gun lance. I am, but no one else is. But I'm not going to Gamescom, so that kind of throws it out the window. So, you know. Sucks so much, though. For adept for adept bow, comma, bro, comma, I don't know anything about the bow at all. You'd have to ask everyone else in the chat. Like, you probably are, but don't ask me for help when it comes to gunning anything. I don't know anything about the guns. I don't know nothing about guns. I don't know nothing about bows. All I do is poke things with lances. Speaking of poking things with lances, my original name on this game was actually Lance-A-Lot. Like Lance-A-Lot. Not Lancelot, not L-A-N-C-E-L-O-T, but it was L-A-N-C-E-A-O-T. It was a capital A to insinuate the fact of me, the allotting thing, like doing it a bunch. Might change my name to Lance a bunch, you know, I don't know. That was actually always my original Monster Hunter name, Lance-A-Lot. So if you ever played Monster Hunter in any of the other games, Try, 3 Ultimate, etc., and you played with a guy named Lance-A-Lot, that was totally me. Yeah, I still believe World's gonna be a great game. There's a couple of things that have me suspect. I'm kind of a little suspect on the fact that they don't have gunner armor. It's just like, oh, if you want to be a gunner, just click on this option and hey, your armor is set to be gunner, and then that's it. And I'm like, bro, that's it, and like, that's it. And I'm like, well, that's kind of gay. Also, the changing weapons at the base camp thing, mid-hunt, I mean, I'm so 50-50 on that, it's insane. I think it's a cool idea, and also think it's a bad idea. I really do, because like, long gone are the days of like, dude, I forgot this, we'll just go to the base camp and get it. I know people are like, dude, why do you want to like hinder progress? I don't want to hinder progress. I want people to be better. Okay, I want you to remember to do things as opposed to just remember to do things and be rewarded with, you know, doing the things, as opposed to forgetting to do things and being rewarded with the ability to fix things you brought or fix things that you forgot. I feel like if you forgot it, you should be punished, i.e., you didn't bring cool drinks, you must hold that. Okay, now you didn't bring cool drinks, go to the base camp, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a mechanist? Is that the word? Where you just like pain? I don't know. Oh, and absolutely what Monarch said. Absolutely. I could have given you guys a really long, drawn-out explanation, but he did it real nice, like. You could also use the skill Capture Guru, aka Perception, to figure out exactly when that monster is ready to be captured. That is, if you paintball the monster beforehand. I'm buying Worlds on everything, but I'm primarily playing it on the PlayStation 4. I'm gonna get it on PC to see what mods do. I'm not a PC kind of guy anyway, but I just kind of see what the mods do. I'm gonna get it on Xbox because I got family and friends who also play on Xbox. But I'm probably gonna do it on the PS4 because I prefer that console, I prefer the controller, I prefer that online service. I just prefer the PS thing over the Xbox joint. Also because I already have a PS. Well, I have a PS4 and an Xbox One. It's just that I'd rather play on my PS4. Most of my really good friends are on there. I have really good friends on Xbox, but most of my really good friends on PS4. And because, you know, it's a Japanese console, if anything, if we get updates, and they're like timed updates, I'm pretty sure the Sony portion of it will get the juice before the Xbox portion. Because Xbox sells in the double digits weekly in Japan, whereas PlayStation 4 sells in the 4 to 5 digits weekly in Japan. So there's really no real player base on the Xbox. That's an American thing. So they probably don't care about it too much either. Wait, dude, no, I'm just gonna think that everyone's capturing stuff. I hate capturing stuff, but I'm just gonna go, I'm the only person that everyone's capturing everything. I'm gonna let him do that. He can kill him on his own, I'm sure he can. Yeah, I think the grappling hook thing, I think that is going to be as I like to call it, a dick in the ear, aka annoying. Not really super annoying, but like my man said, an exploitable thing. I thought I could quick guard. Couldn't. Yeah, hard to master, easy to learn. I feel like it's like, so long as the monsters don't quote unquote spawn in the same location every time, there's gonna be lots of replay value. I just hate it when you know exactly what you're getting into as soon as you like click in, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, okay, alright guys, about to go fight a laggy, go to area 5, throw this here, stand right here, do this right here, counter that right there, go right there and beat them to death, you know what I mean? I don't want it to be like that. I don't want it to be like you're going down a checklist whenever you fight a monster, you know what I mean? I want it to be like, bro, why is my man's underwater or something? And then like, he shows up and he's fighting you, and then out of nowhere, Bracky shows up, rawr, you know what I mean? It's completely random, you never would have expected it. I want things to be random. I want it to be, I guess, I hate saying this word, but I want it to be more realistic. Random, realistic, hard, like crazy. Yeah, I'm with Deku on that. The armor is really dumb. Healing on the move. How did I feel about that? That is a hunter buff. But in my maximum honest opinion, I say this all the time. The hunters are too strong. We're too strong. We are. Perfect example. Look at Rathalos. What has Rathalos been given since his inception? Dead serious. This is a 100% honest question. I'm actually asking you guys this question. This isn't for sarcasm. What has Rathalos been given since his inception in terms of like an attack or something like that? If it's one or two things, cool. Us as hunters, bro, there is a massive list and I shan't go through it. We are way too strong. I remember Monster Hunter 1, it was hard because the monsters themselves were they were strong and we weren't so much. I mean, if you guys really want my honest opinion in the perfect difficulty for a game, the absolute perfect difficulty, Ninja Gaiden series. Not Dark Souls. Dark Souls is dumb. I'm gonna tell you why Dark Souls is dumb. The AI is way better than you, bro. Like, the AI is like leagues better than you. You are nothing compared to the AI. And on top of the fact that everything wants to kill you, even you yourself want to kill yourself. In Dark Souls, the controls are clunky, so you're fighting controls, you're fighting camera angles, you're fighting monsters who are cheating. That's not hard. That's just fucking that's retarded. Ninja Gaiden, however, required skill, precision, button presses, etc. Enemies were good. You were good. Enemies were strong. You were strong. If you're both really, really strong, is what it's kind of looking like. We have a lot of options in world. That's one thing. But I want the monsters to equally be as strong. Okay, that's what I feel. I feel like if we're gonna be mad strong, monsters must be mad strong. So that way, yeah, we have a lot of options, but they need a lot of options. That's how I dead serious feel about this game. Monster Hunter World. That's how it should be. That's how every Monster Hunter game should be, but it's not going like that, bro. You know, I never felt any kind of way about egg quests. They were just like, well, I gotta do egg quests. I mean, I ain't tripping. I don't even know anything about the egg quests in world, truth be told. If anything, I'm not gonna lie, I've been slipping on my world information network. We say Bloodborne, I'm still saying Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden is that stuff. That game was mad fast paced. Required tons of skill. Precision. I never played Bloodborne, but I looked at it and I was like, it's just like Dark Souls. But they do want you to dodge things, like sidestepping, things like that, as opposed to blocking stuff in Dark Souls, because I don't think there's any shields. You have a one-handed weapon, I believe, and your gun or something like that. I forget exactly what the setup was for that. But Bloodborne, Dark Souls is the same exact game. I don't even know why people even call it a different game. And for people who try to defend Bloodborne from it not being Dark Souls, you should probably hurt yourself. I'm not going to say kill yourself, but you should hurt yourself, because 1 is made by the same exact developer. 2 is made with the same exact engine. 3, it's the same exact fucking game, guys. Come on, open your eyes. That's like saying Star Fox Adventures and The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is not the same game. Those games are the fucking same, okay? Star Fox Adventures and The Legend of Zelda games are the same games. Dead freaking serious, okay? That's Bloodborne to Dark Souls. It's the same game. All right. Even worse so is that it's made by the same people, so you can't sit there and tell me it's not the same game. They're pulling the wool over your eyes, but not mine. All right. Wait, I think I remember what I was trying to... Oh, I need high rank laggy stuff. Curses. You know, maybe Bloodborne is different because it's a lot more fast paced and everything like that. I'm willing to accept that being a real thing for sure. It's just like a good example, kind of a good example, I guess, because I need to play more of it to really fully understand it. But a good example is if you ever played Resident Evil 4 and you played as, dude, was there Resident Evil 4? Oh, I don't know if it was Resident Evil 4. But it was one game where you played as the main character, and he played a certain way. Kind of slow, kind of sluggish. It really was. It was kind of slow, kind of sluggish. And then after you beat the game, you play as this other character that was in the game as well. But she definitely was definitely female. I remember that. But she was quicker, more agile, things like that. So certain things that... Dude, was it? It wasn't... What game was that? I'm trying to remember the game. But she was a sped up version of... like her playstyle was way different and it was a lot quicker, so you were able to dispatch enemies a bit quicker too. However, some of the enemies that you actually got to fight were different from that of the original guy, and they were, I can't remember the damn name of the game. What I'm getting at here is that it's the same game, but they shuffled the cards a bit enough to make it different, I suppose. Yo, knock out that high booster feather, bro. It's gonna take a minute, so good luck to you. Dude, what are we fighting? All these guys in the deserted isle. Would it be wise? It actually wouldn't be wise, but dude, I would be on that. Well, I'm the exact opposite of Ryan now? Whoa. Dude, I don't know. I think that's just how I am. A lot of my opinions are unpopular opinions. This is the truth, unfortunately. Which is kind of why I don't have a lot of friends in the gaming community. I don't have a lot of friends. I mean, I'm fairly adamant on my stances, but that does not mean I'm not understanding. I will listen to all parties involved, and I'll even attest to what they're saying, but my stance might not be different. Might stay the same. Who knows? Okay, Rathlos, thanks so much for biting me 3 times already. Oh god, I wasn't paying attention. See, I got hit twice. Then I read the chat, and then I don't know what hit me again. I just looked over and I was dead. Dude, what is this, Gen? Did I actually go to the box, bro? Because in Gen, there'd be a map in there for you, and then maybe a Hershey's Kiss. Oh boy, this is gonna be tough now. No stamina either. Hold on. Dude, I know you probably have a long life ahead of you or something, but I need your meat. We are playing this on the Wii U. Dude, if we were playing this on the DS, that'd be amazing. Oh, it's one of those quests anyway. Okay. Yeah, agreeable is a word. I myself have like hard opinions as well. Like, I'm really understanding. I will listen to all sides of the story. However, like my opinions tend to come off a bit strong. To the point to where I have friends, dead serious. I have friends who ask me, "Yo, Dak, what do you think about this game?" I'll say, "Man, that game is ass," and then they will buy that game and enjoy it because I hate everything that they like, and vice versa. Yo, iRaptor, bro, it's late. Go ahead and lay it down. Go to bed, bro. Enjoy the rest of your evening, I guess I should say. Morning. See you later, bro. If you want to know why the DS version doesn't have online and the Wii version does, it's because this game was originally made in Japan with no online, and then they brought it to America, and we was like, to hell with that, son, we're getting online. And they was like, well, fine, here's both versions. One with online, one without online. That was literally it, bro. That was literally it. They weren't about that lives when they brought it over. They brought over Raw, and then they brought it over with online. That was it. It was easier to work online onto the Wii U version because it was, I mean, it's fairly easy to set up online for it versus the 3DS, which I'm guessing they had to come up with a whole new infrastructure and etc. etc. And that's also why the 4U version had online, because they're like, all right, we got comfortable now. We're in there. But yeah, Darklink, that's the reason why they did it. Like, dead serious. They made 3U for local. Like, their mindset was, we're going to make a Monster Hunter game, the ultimate version, so to speak, of the 3rd generation Monster Hunter game. And the main reason for it to be local is because that's how they plan it. When they make games, they plan out all these things, you know what I mean? Online wasn't necessarily on the books for the 3DS version because it wasn't even on the books for the American version. and local play is way more popular in Japan than it is over in America. So we were lucky to get the port, and when we got the port, we additionally got the game to come on the Wii U, and it was a launch title in Japan on the Wii U as well. So they figured, yo, if we're gonna make it a launch title, let's shake it up a little bit. You know what I mean? So we got a direct port of the Japanese game in both instances. The Japanese version had online for the Wii U, and the Japanese version didn't have online for the 3DS version. So we just got direct ports for both the different games, if that makes any sense. But Generation and 4U, they said, okay, we're going to work on these games, and they're going to be on the 3DS. Let's give it everything that it can actually hold. Let's give it the full faculty. And that's why it has online. That's honestly it. I mean, it sounds nutty and it sounds dumb, but that's just how they were thinking, I guess. And probably because they realized not having online in Monster was stupid. Well, in America. Definitely in America. In Japan, probably not so much. Bro, if you're looking for good tea to help clear your throat, I recommend lemongrass, spearmint, or peppermint. If you can get a blend of either of those, you're in good hands. Trust me. Rathalos gave mega potions because there's some quests in this game that dude, where am I going? Who are we fighting? Laggy. But there's certain monsters, certain quests, I should say, in this game that actually, instead of giving you parts, they give you potions because they're just special quests. That's really all there is to it. They're just special. Kind of like in Gen, you have multi-monster quests where there's like 5 monsters or whatever. Also the same thing in here, but they're special like that. At the end of the day, it's just a special quest. That's all. Like at the end of the quest, you will still get the parts like in the box and stuff, but cars, you're just gonna get like potions and things. And not just laggy and stuff, like little monsters and everything else, they, instead of giving what they would normally give, like raw meat and etc., they will give potions. I even think gathering spots do the same thing. Certain gathering spots will give out like potions and rations and things like that. Dude, I like how like every hunter gets nerfed underwater. Like all the weapons get nerfed underwater. Like the gun lance, it gets nerfed underwater. If you want to know how it gets nerfed, its infinite and very strong attack loses that that property. It doesn't have its infinite anymore, and I don't think it takes on the same properties with this attack right here. Just a little different. Not wildly different, but it's something. Certain weapons just get like, oh bro, I didn't mean to do it, my bad, I'm so sorry. Oh god, am I gonna die from this? Ooh, didn't get it. So lucky. Let me heal though. Yo, welcome back, Monarch. Swimming and fighting is always hard for you? Bro, swimming and fighting is my favorite thing to do. Like, dead serious. If Capcom walked up to me and said, Dak, since you're such a great guy, what's one thing you want in the world? The only thing I'm going to say to them is water. They're like, water, water. Like, underwater, underwater. Underwater combat, underwater combat. You sure? Absolutely. There's nothing else that I want. If they just gave me a Monster Hunter World game and it had like 5 monsters in it and it was just solely underwater, I'd play it. I'd play it like hardcore. Is poking viable for DPS? For Gunlance? Yes. Yes it is. For Gunlance, if you're going for DPS, the one attack you absolutely want to avoid is the slam. Never slam. Under no circumstances use slam. The slam does the same amount of damage as everything else, but it takes like 5 seconds to come out, 3 seconds to recover, and it's just dumb. You can weapon fire and shell out of everything else. Unless your weapon is like full burst, normal shot, then that's the only time you should slam. And you should only truth be told, normal shots aren't even that good in this game. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like long shot or wide shot. Normal shot was always kind of always kind of got the short end of the stick for DPS. It wasn't until like 4U where you're able to jump and do the thing where it actually even got any time to shine, because you can actually do two things at once: do good damage, and then get a mount that could in turn do good damage. You see what I'm saying? And then Adept works really good with it because you get the Adept counter, and then you get the slam, things like that. Yeah, Latin. Yeah, we don't slam, bruh. We don't slam. Bro, I'm super hyped for World. You have like no idea. I try not to think about it though. I urge everyone to try not to think about it, because the more you think about it, the more it's on your mind, and the more it's on your mind, the worse it actually works out for you guys, because all you can think about is that game. And you're counting down the very seconds until it comes out. I mean, I could talk about it all day, but I try not to keep it on my mind when I'm done talking about it. Yeah, Adept Gun Lance. See, I'll admit, Adept Gun Lance is mad nice. You're not losing anything. The only thing you're losing is your quick reload, and that's it. And truth be told, unless you're like a gun lance, unless you're like wide shot, you don't really need the quick reload. Because if you're normal shot, bro, let fly all 5 and then just reload once and get all 5 again. Whereas like the quick reloads for like wide shot, where I mean you only have 2. You know what I mean? So if you only have 2, if you quick reload 1, you reloaded 50% of your magazine. You can just go in again. And you actually don't do extra damage with the full burst, because again you only have 2 shells, so. You know, I'm curious to what it is too. A lot of people say GOG. A lot of things look at it as, even things that I look at a lot of things like, dude, it could very well be not GOG himself. I should stop saying that. I need to fix my mouth. I don't believe it's going to be GOG himself, GOG Mesius. I don't think it's going to be him himself. I believe that monster will probably be in the same family as him. Maybe. That's the closest thing I'll say. A maybe to that. The turtle comparison people have been going for, I'm totally down for that. Someone showed me a concept art of an Elder Dragon that was never used, and the nose kind of looks like a snapping turtle. I mean, realistically, you look at the nose of a snapping turtle, and the nose on that guy right there, it looks like a snapping turtle nose. I would be 100% down for a turtle type Elder Dragon. I always like that idea, like giant turtles. You know what I mean? Giant turtles. Turtles being so big that their backs take on vegetation and they take the appearance of like islands, things like that. I've always been down for that. That's why Island Turtle in the Yu-Gi-Oh is one of my favorite cards. But I'd be down if it was like some kind of like fire lava turtle thing, because the location that he's at, the rocks are pretty dark, like dark grays, deep browns, like real deep colored rocks, and deep colored dark rocks like that. I forget exact. They tend to be granite and onyx, and there's another type of rock that's really like that, but I forget what it's called. But it's like volcanic ash type thing. Tend to be volcano-esque, and then if you look at it really closely, it look to be like lava streaks running through its body, or like spots on his body that resemble the same color that a lava, or maybe in the same consistency. Because if you look really close, you can see to what amounts to like a type of liquid of some sort cascading off his body as well. So I mean, it could be anything. It could be a GOG type monster, because I saw the cascading liquid off his body. The nose and everything looks very similar. It could be this giant rock volcano turtle thing, because I mean the natural lights in his body seem to be that of like fire. It could be lava running off of his back. I mean, it makes sense due to the location. It could be a multitude of things. I'm hoping it's something wildly new and wildly different and totally fresh and amazing. Favorite quest in 3U. We actually did it already. It's the... Did we do it? I think it's the... Dude, I think we did do it. It's the Ivory, Lagiacrus, and regular Lagiacrus quest in the Flooded Forest. Dude, I don't know. Actually, I think that they're over here. But yeah, that's my... I think it's that one, or there's another quest in the volcano where it's like Rathalos and somebody else. I think Stygian's an ogre. I like those quests a lot, especially the double laggy one, because it was the first quest I was able to actually solo in this game by myself. I don't do a lot of soloing, I really don't. But I had to solo that quest because everyone like DC'd immediately, and I was kind of bored. And I was like, yo, if I like leave now, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm gonna go to bed, you know, pissed off. So I just finished it myself. Bros, that's 2 carts already. Come on, guys, hold it together, man. Second favorite Brute Wyvern? Probably Bareth. Yeah, probably Bareth. I respect him so much. I really do. I really respect him a lot. Bracky is a close second though. I don't love Bracky. Do not get it twisted. I don't love Bracky. I don't respect any monster in this game in the entire series more than I respect Bracky though. I respect Bracky with like my entire being, because if you do not respect him, he will fucking kill you. Okay, so that's why I respect him so much, and the fact that he is the way he is a good reason to love him for who he is. But Bareth, I just like Bareth because aesthetically he's cool. He's a very nice wall for beginner players. There's a lot of things about him that I like. Whereas Bracky is just that like he's tough and he can kill you. Like he's really good at killing you. So I respect all of his attacks, because all his attacks will be the last attack that actually hits you. I also wonder that, bro. I also wonder that. I wonder how much hiding I'm actually going to be doing in World. I really wonder that. Yeah, you're pretty much dead when you're first fighting without a shield. Like the very first time you fight this guy, no shield, you are probably gonna catch an L, bro. Dead serious. I mean, eventually you figure him out, of course. Like, that's one thing apparently a lot of people say that I'm good at. They're like, yo, Dak, you're really good at adapting on the fly. And I'm not gonna say that I am, but people say that I am. So if people say that I am, let's just go with what people say. These aren't my words, these are theirs. But when I first fought Bracky, dude, I wasn't adapting to shit. It was a 30-minute fight, and I was like, oh god, I'm getting destroyed. I didn't cart, but I mean, I was turtling way more than I probably should have. That's when I was like, bro, if you don't respect this man, he will put you in the dirt. And ever since then, I respected Bracky ever since. My most respected monster. Jeez, right when I was gonna heal, bro. I think I could still get it in. Yeah. First time I fought him use a hunting horn. First time I fought him use a gun lance. It was the, what's it called? Plesios gun lance. Really good gun lance, bro. Let me tell you something. Plesios gun lance is actually really solid, bro. That's a very solid piece of good right there. Like I can't even front, yo. When someone's like, yo, Dak, what's one of the best lances? Definitely one of the best water lances in the game, bro. Plessy, okay? And it's always been Plessy. Plessy stuff is just really good. They're just kind of ugly. Oh, Lee Jones, let me tell you something, bro. Yo, that escort service, you know, I'm pretty sure, like, if the cats could, like, have sponsored t-shirts and jackets and stuff, like NASCAR, bro, it would have the Dugaverse brazen directly across the front, yo. It'd be like sponsored by the Dugaverse because somebody in there just loves the cart, you know. It'd be me. Like, I will intentionally let a monster hit me just to see how hard it can hit me, and then if it results in my cart, then yo, that's just that. Yeah, Truth and Ogre, exactly that. Earlier we were talking about how water nerfs the hunters, and it very damn well should. You know what I mean? Our strong suit is the land. Their strong suit is the water. There's no reason why we should be besting them on their own home turf. So I feel like it's good for us to get the nerf and them to get the buff. If you don't feel me that monsters get a buff when they fight underwater, you'll fight a Royal Ludroth on land, then fight my man underwater. That's when I first realized that, yo, my man Royal Ludroth don't play no games underwater, bro. He was actually giving me the work. I was actually getting a little upset. I was like, bro, you need to like chill out with all these attacks here. No, Shadow Prince, Bob, yo, do what you gotta do, bro. I mean, you don't have to say anything at all. Let's see, we're at 2 hours. Let's do one more quest. Let's do one more quest today. And then we'll call it a night. Sweet laggy mantle. Bro, let me tell you something about Lubu. Lubu is that dude, bro. Yo, Lubu, everybody knows Lubu. If you don't know Lubu, you ain't fought him yet. That's all I gotta say. That's literally it, bro. That's it. It's either you do or you don't. Do you know Lubu? Yes. Do you not know Lubu? No. Why? You haven't fought him yet. And when you do, you will damn sure remember Lubu. Okay, bro. I mean, I love Dynasty Warriors. Yo, Lee, unfortunately, I also was hoping it was a Monoblos, but he himself was not a Monoblos. I did a video where I completely broke down that trailer practically frame by frame, and it is indeed a Diablos because you see his two horns, like clear as day. You see his whole head come out of the dirt before the dirt covers the screen again, and then they zoom in on his back. But yeah, it is indeed Diablos. It'd be cool if it was Monoblos though, I ain't gonna lie. See, when I look at these picks right here, no, those picks that's just standing right there, I wonder if those are mega pickaxes, because mega pickaxe icon is yellow. I wonder if those are mega pickaxes. Yo, never solo Bracky solo with the Gunlance Fear Scrub. Never solo Tio with Gunlance Fear Scrub. Bro, I learned that the other day. I was like, hold on, cuz. I mean, I'm not like a scrub, but I'm not godlike with the Gunlance. I know what I'm doing. But I mean, yo, Tio was pushing my face in, bruh. Shoot. Okay. I'm trying to remember, when you fight Dire Morales, do you roll to the left or do you roll to the right? Or do you roll forward? I'm trying to remember. I can't really remember right now. Guys, is it the roll left or is it the roll right? Oh, bro, man, okay, this is my noob account, but I've killed billions of, like, what do you call his face? I've killed Dire Morales like dozens of times. It's just been a while, so I'm trying to remember if like, because immediately when you spawn, he drops a rock on your fucking face. Not all the time, but usually. I'm trying to remember if it's like roll forward or like roll left or something. Can't remember. Do I like him? He's a big punching bag. He's alright. I love his armor though. Like I really like his armor. His armor's amazing. Like I like his armor a lot. Like yo, Rocksteady, that's a dope skill. Like, when I first played the game, I was like, dude, Rocksteady, that skill is dope. It's a shame that it gives you win res low. Cause real talk, guys, I need to know because I don't know. What does win res low actually block? Dead serious. I want to know, what does win res low actually do? High negates wind pressure, but I don't feel like wind low does anything. Have I played? I have Monster Hunter Stories. I have the Japanese Monster Hunter Stories. It's alright. I mean, it's a 7 to me. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get. Is the English version out? Because I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yo, what's up, Arcane? Yo, welcome to the stream. Yo, and Andy. Who was Andy again? Andy's dark, right? Like Wrath jump backs? Like I'm dead serious. I don't know what it honestly like repels. To the point to where there's no point in using it. You just have to go for the high stuff. No, it was forward. Okay, so don't stand forward. You had to immediately move. That's what it was. Okay. Don't roll forward. Probably like roll left and then roll right. Excuse me, then keep going. Okay, I just couldn't remember exactly what it was. Because I know that like if you stand there too long, boom, bro. Okay, I love fighting Dire Morales underwater, bro, because I can hit all the squishy bits. Really cool design monster. Hits like a... Boy, my man hit like 2 trucks stand on top of 2 other trucks. Alright, he hits like... Boy. But he don't really do much else. Bro, how many times you gonna hit me, son? I'm pinned down because I know if he does something stupid, I'm dead. God, don't do something dumb. Turn your face. Roar. Oh God. Biscuit, risk it. My man is so strong he can shoot fireballs underwater. Okay, yo, my man can shoot fireballs underwater. Let that soak in. Let that sink in, if you will. Fireballs underwater. Okay, just so that we're all on the same page here. Alright, fireballs underwater. That kind of reminded me when I first saw Cha-Cha throw a boomerang underwater. I'm like, Cha-Cha, you threw a boomerang underwater. Bro, how does it even work? I don't know, bro. Cha-Cha's the man. You know what's funny? I never really hear his theme often because a lot of people... Okay, very unpopular opinion here. I don't really care for the Monster Hunter music. I don't hate it. It's just that, like, it sometimes it's good. I'll admit, sometimes it's good. There's some good music here. I will admit, there's sometimes good music in here. But for the most part, I play with the music off. Dead serious. Like, I play with no volume. 90% of the time. When there's volume, because I'm streaming, you know what I mean? You guys should hear the volume and things like that, but I normally play with no volume. It doesn't really add anything for me, per se. Probably because after playing the game for so long, I fought every monster like a billion times that when I'm fighting another monster again for the billionth and one time, it doesn't mean anything to me, you know? It's just like, well, I'm going through the motions, so I don't really need to hear anything. It very well could be plasma. You're right, bro. Yo, but yo, can we explain my man Cha-Cha throwing boomerangs underwater? Can we do that? You know, it might even be a fireball, bro. Like I said, it could just be like I said, plasma like a rock. I mean, he's shooting rocks from his turbo hot rod pipes. So I mean, who's saying that he's not shooting from his mouth as well? I mean, yo, look at Lavisau. Lavisau shoots like rocks, or it could be plasma. Who knows? Oh gosh, dude, we didn't break any of the freaking things. He's already trying to get back on land. This is going to be F. Oh, there's only 3 of us. Okay. I apologize. There is only 3 of us. There we go. There's one. Okay, fighting this guy on land is a joke. It's super easy. But I forgot a lot of the tails, though. I won't lie to you. I forgot some of the tails. So it's going to be kind of difficult now that I think about it. Oh, we have the nader, right? Can we hit him with that? We can totally hit him with that. I'm totally gonna hit him with the nader. Oh, we did hit him with it. Did we hit him with the nader? I'm not sure. I think we did. I didn't hear anything. Oh, my man's used it. Okay, good stuff. I wasn't 400% on that. God. That shuffle butt stuff, I hate that. Oh, you think it missed? Bro, so you like the lance? That is actually really that's very nice of you. To 1, try out my favorite weapon, and to 2, like it, because 3, not very many people like the lance. So that's really good. Now, I will say, yo, if you try out the gun lance and you like that too, then yo, we're in business. We could be best friends now. But I mean, yo, the gun lance is kind of hard to pick up. I made a breakdown video for it. I want to say it's my most thorough breakdown video like ever. But I won't lie. I won't lie in 2 regards. I won't lie. 1, it didn't get like any views. And 2, I was upset that it didn't get any views. But then again, 3, I was understanding as to why I didn't get any views. Because, again, bro, no one uses the gun lance. No one cares. So, I'm okay with that, I guess. At the end of the day. Yeah, I also believe that dire malice is related to Fatalis in some regard. I really do. I mean, him and Crimson, they share the same hot rod rock falling attack. So, I mean, why not? Oh, yeah, like, I know you did, bro. I mean, yo, that's why you're the Billy, aka the goat. The Billy goats. You see what I did there? I'm trying to be hip. Is he gonna sit, bro? Is he gonna sit his fat ass down? I don't know. Is he going back in the water? Dude, go back in the water. Oh, dang. Swing that beautiful tail out, bro. Swing it. I should probably sharpen. I have mind's eye, so I'm just pressing buttons. Them hearts content. I'm glad that didn't come out. And I'm actually terrified for my life. I'm no longer terrified for my life. Actually, I'm still kind of terrified. Fucking hell! Come on, bro. That made me highly upset. What was that? Gosh, a random rock came and slapped me in the freaking head, bro. That is so butt cheeks. I was 30 feet into the water and it's like, nerp, get hit in the head. Well, we got the juice. I'll take that. Shit, I'll take ballista ammo too. What the heck? Alright. You guys hold it down, 2-man squad net. Let me sharpen and get back out there. That's what's up, Arcane. That's what's up, though, bro. Dude, where's the stuff? Where's the stuff? Where's the stuff? Oh my god, where's the stuff? No, dead serious. Like, where is it? I know it's around here somewhere. Oh gosh, where are those supplies, bro? Is that it over there? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It just blends in so well. No, not the barrel bomb. Give me the max potion. Give me the max potion, bro. Good. Max potion. Give it to me. Oh god, we're screwed. Oh wait, I got another chance. Still screwed. What? More chances? Am I still screwed? Totally screwed. Okay, thank you. Bro, I'm putting both of these right here. Yo, if you guys have to actually fight Dire Morales, do you think you actually have a chance? Like, dead serious, do you actually think you have a chance to fight this guy? Succeeding? I mean, he looks like a demon dragon thing out of like some biblical stuff, bro. Ah, bro. That was me being facetious. Don't look at me, I'm ever so little. It's fucking ridiculous. Sit down. How much chip? Quite a lot of chip, actually. Actually, it's a lot of flacking chip, bro. Like my man Cooper once said, we ain't gotta buy Doritos because we already got chips. Yo, the lore of Monster Hunter sounds very interesting. However, it's so strange to me that I kind of don't care about it. Like, I don't care to look into it, is what I'm saying. I think lore of Monster Hunter should be a thing, but I personally am not gonna be like, dude, I should totally look into this. It's weird. I'm weird. I'm sorry, guys. Everyone's like, dude, Dak, we used to like it, but you have like very weird opinions, bro. I mean, Arcane, you're probably like, dude, this Dak guy is pretty hot. You know what I mean? He's cool. He's dope. But the more I watch and hear what he says, bro, the more I'm just like, dude, you're kind of weird. Okay. Health has been rectified. Still fighting Morales. Go back in the water, please, bro. Go back in the water where I can hit the good bits. Still overheated? Weird good? Yeah, I guess weird good. Totally block that and that roar. Come and get these weapons, bro. Oh wait, I have. I was about to say, I don't think I've ever fought Dire with the gun lance before. But I think the first time I fought the Super Dire Morales, I fought him with the gun lance. What gun lance exactly, I can't remember, but I was indeed wearing this armor. I know that for a fact. But like I said, if I'm using gun lance in this game, I'm wearing this armor. 9 times out of 10. Oh, nice. We got a piece, bro. Good stuff, guys. What was that? The chest? Nice. Now work these arms. There we go. You seen me do it. Clearly it was I who broke it with the charge shot. We gotta go for air. Oh, so we broke everything. Good stuff, guys. Congrats. We're doing very well. I actually used the full burst. Oh, snap, I got hit. Time to run. Dude, this guy hits really, really hard. I mean, I remember it so. You know what I mean? I really do. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. Oh, shit, I already used that up. Dude, I have nothing. No shells, no weapon fire, no nothing. Heck is wrong with me? Come on, where you at? Do some. There we go. That's the something crazy I need to see. Once more. There we go. Okay. I think we're getting close to finishing this guy off. It's usually like a 20-minute fight, like all day. Like all day. I think it's like a 20-minute fight, dead serious. Did I block that? No? I think somebody got hit by that. Saved my life. Yeah, 2.5 hours, actually. I normally like keeping them around 2 hours in length. But this one kind of stretched out a little longer than I thought. Just a little. I mean, I wanted to do one more quest because Arcane came in and I was like, dude, if Arcane shows up and I'm leaving after this quest, it's kind of bummy. So I wanted to do one more quest so that way my man Arcane could actually enjoy the stream a bit. It's a very good quest to end the day off with, to tell you that. I mean, last monster in this game, final boss. I mean, short streams are pretty good too. I ain't mad at short streams. Bro, bring that face here. No shells. What am I? Dude, this is like amateur hour. I'm forgetting all my shells and stuff. Broham's not a problem, yo. And we did it. Okay. Now, when you kill Di Morales, you must place yourself at good portions on his body. Start at the butt. Like, find his butt. I know it sounds weird, but find his butt and then work your way forward, because he's like 9 carbs. So you want to start at either ends and work your way upwards. You don't want to start in the middle. If you start in the middle, you're already losing. So roll forward. Squat. Oh gosh. I think I started at the top of the butt. Oh wait, was this Di Morales I was thinking of? Not Di Morales, but Fatalis. Fatalis is when you want to start at the butt. Is it? I can't freaking remember. How many carbs is Di Morales again? I forget. Oh wait, yeah, I was still right. I hesitated to get all my carbs. I missed the carbs. Jeez. Oh well. Yeah, by no means. I mean, Ryan's a great guy. I mean, plus he has stuff going on, like you said, and he streams often. So I mean, you can't get mad at that. I mean, you really can't. Dude, what? Handcraft 5, Fire Attack 3, yoing. Your little Speed 5 might need that one day. Free element, why not? Alrighty then. Okay, so we've been streaming a lot recently to YouTube. I streamed my birthday to YouTube and I streamed today. I didn't get anything done today. Did I make a video today? I don't think so. It's already 9 o'clock. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Like I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. It was a lot of fun. I didn't think anyone would show up for a 3U stream, and I didn't think I would have so much fun in a 3U stream. And it kind of rekindled my love for the game, because I mean the fire never went out. It's just that I forgot the flame was even there. But now that I see the flame, I'm enjoying myself again. So that's a weird way of saying thank you. Well, with that being said, everyone, thanks so much again. I said it like 4 times already. Jeez, what's wrong with me? I'm a broken record. When will I stream again? I don't know. Maybe next Monday. Mondays is when we stream. I need to honestly stop beating around the bush and finish that video, though. I will probably cancel my stream for tomorrow and the day after, so that way I can do it. Oh, and shout out to Shadow Prince. Shout out to Shadow Prince for suggesting that I indeed stream. But with that being said, I will see you all later. Thanks so much. Thank you. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that, guys. Really, I don't care. But yeah. Also, shout outs to my man Ryan LV. Really good guy. Good luck on college, Broham. And as always, stay free. I'll see you all.